So how are the Blackhawks doing, Jordan?
Blackhawks right now are losing 2-1 to the Anaheim Ducks halfway through the third period.
So
This is Game 3. The series is tied right now.
So it sounds like they're going to lose. If I had to make a bet.
Sounds like you're an asshole.
I'm just stating the obvious.
Shots
They are
fired.
losing, and it's halfway through the third.
I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth the rest of the night.
How many games does it go up to? Is it up to 3?
It's a 7-game series.
Oh, well, then they still got a shot after this. It's not like they're losing Game 7. So
Mike?
Only Game 3.
That's enough.
Don't you want there to be more games?
No, I want there to be as few games as possible. I would have preferred Chicago to sweep the Ducks.
But they aren't, so.
Yeah, I know. But I'd want them to score a goal, like, right now, and then win this game, so that way we can just end it.
Well,
and
they'd
then
have to score 2 goals. To win it. Otherwise, it'll go into overtime, and they'll probably lose then.
No.
So.
No, because we went to 3 overtimes the night before last and won it. The game went until 1 o'clock in the morning.
At that point, it's just who can ever stay awake wins.
That's exactly what it is.
The audience lost.
Half of the audience lost.
Yeah.
It was also in Anaheim, so.
That would really suck. Like, you know, it's not you're coming to watch your team, and then it goes into triple overtime, and then they fucking lose.
That'd be awful.
I'd be like, well, I could have just gone home.
Are you Googling how to podcast better?
Yeah.
What is it saying? Talking to the mic, not Google this.
Yes,
Sorry.
quit Googling.
Step 1, quit Googling. Step 2,
Start talking.
Step 3, have talent.
Okay, well, we got half of one of those.
Yeah. All right, guys. This is legitimately the last carbonated beverage I will have until I get home.
God damn it.
I
That's quite a
hate
statement.
you.
Fuck you.
I'm not lying.
I believe him.
I might stop by the gas station before I get home.
Oh, girl.
Wouldn't you feel better just making it home and,
It would.
fulfilling one promise?
It would be a small, an achievement
One
on
promise
a small
ever.
goal, and I think it would be good. I did make it to work on time today. Actually, an hour early, so I can drive to Madison.
What time did you start work? 4?
No. God damn it! I started at 1.
It's like not even better.
4. 1 is a lot better than 4, but 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is.
Hey, guys, I got an idea. Let's talk about that camping trip we had.
Okay.
All right. Hey, that's right. It was last weekend. We didn't. Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, we haven't podcasted.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'll just step out for now.
No, David. Come on. You got to get in on this.
Yeah, it was a blast. We went to a river creek thing.
Rapids.
Rapids. Went to a rapids.
You, really undersold it.
Kyle took a slow motion video of me jumping from one rock to another rock.
That was pretty cool.
Man, that was all right.
We saw a pile of bear crap.
Yeah, that.
Was it there?
It's assumed bear
It was a
crap.
big pile of crap.
Big pile.
Like, I didn't
Yeah,
wanna-
I don't think that could come from a human or a dog.
Well, I was thinking maybe like a
Dave
deer
says
or
he
something.
shit.
I have easily shit that much before.
But who shits on the
No,
trail?
you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You have not shit bigger than a shoe.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have to.
It wasn't one turd. It was a pile of smaller turds. But
No,
yes, I certainly have.
I don't believe it.
I
And it
pooped into
can't-
a toilet so much that the poop came out of the water. It was like Mount Poop.
Yeah, that's
That
easy to
happens
do when you
daily.
put toilet paper in there first.
No, this was 100 poop. 100% poop. Pure poop.
100 poop.
Yeah.
No, but
Camping trip sounds boring so far. Why don't you guys
We
spice
drank
it up
beer.
a little bit? Oh, sick.
Mike drinks Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
he drank 5 of them.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's like, hand me the last one. There was 2 left in the cooler.
I lost count that quick.
Oh, shit.
I got a little drunker than I thought I would.
You guys
Oh.
got so spooked about
Oh,
everything.
you know how I brought those hams back home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put them in the refrigerator, thinking I was like, no one's gonna drink these. I just want to keep them cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
beer.
It's a
Hams.
discount on hams.
Yeah, we decided to bring some hams with us on a camping trip. Didn't do anything with them, so, you know.
Hams beer, and I put them in the refrigerator thinking that no one would drink them. I guess Josh drank one,
Josh.
and he threw up immediately.
Why?
I guess he said it was that disgusting.
was it his first beer?
Yeah,
Oh.
he said he took a sip, gulped it down, and it was just and then he just was in the garage and just went. Blah. The stain is still there.
Jesus Christ.
So I've drank a lot of hams.
This episode
My
brought
day.
to you by hams.
If Hams could afford it.
Just one.
And then we came up with a funny commercial for hams. It was like the whole production making hams, and then finally Josh buying the hams, taking a sip, and just going, "Thank you for choosing hams."
But then also, on the camping trip, I had pork and beans,
Yeah.
which was probably my highlight of the whole trip. When we were walking down
It
shopping
wasn't the
for
4.5
stuff.
hour drive.
No, when we were shopping for the supplies, I just saw a can of pork and beans. I'm like, nothing screams camping more than a can of pork and beans to me.
I can think of a few things that scream camping a little
Maybe
bit
like
more.
a tent.
A fire.
I just think of like, hobos gathered around a bonfire.
They're not camping, Mike. I hate to.
roasting
They're
their
living.
can of beans.
They're trying to survive.
Permanent camping.
Yeah. It's a nice
You want to
way
go
put it.
permanent camping?
Oh, you lost your job, huh?
Time to go permanent camping.
Oh shit.
And then on the way
fuck
there,
is
we had the
happening?
magic radio.
Yeah.
The magic radio. The magic radio. We would say we would be like, oh man, that'd be great if they played, like Rush right now, and then like literally like two songs
did
later.
It start off with UB40.
Yeah,
Because
because
you
you were
told that
talking about a story.
Yeah, I was talking about a story
And
like
then
UB40.
the next song was UB40.
Yeah, and then it happened a couple more times with like
Queen,
and
AC/DC,
Sticks with Renegade, I think.
Sticks. That's
Yeah,
right.
because we were talking about the Happy Madison movies, and I was like, yeah, like when he put Renegade into Billy Madison.
Yeah, and then
like the next song was Renegade with that, and we're like, that's weird. Like UB40 then Renegade, and then I just kind of say Magic Radio. I'd like to hear Queen, and then like 2 songs later Queen, and then Kyle's like, I want AC/DC, and then like next song AC/DC.
it was pretty crazy.
It was insane.
On the way back, we had no luck.
Yeah, no luck
So
at
we
all.
just sang to ourselves.
To be fair, those are all like pretty typical radio.
I agree.
bands.
I agree.
But
Like,
the fact
it's
that
not-
we were able to nail the timing down.
I just think if they were back to back, then you could call it a magic radio station.
There was like only
Yeah.
like maybe 2 or 3 songs through an hour-long block that we didn't call or talk about. And it wasn't like we were just like, hey, let's talk about 20 different bands real quick.
You know the song 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall? We got through half of it on the way home.
Well, 49 of the 99 bottles.
Oh, yeah, 49. We took a break, and then we never went back. I think everyone was mutual about not...
I was
bringing
ready to go back into it.
All right.
I
But you guys are
I was
smokers.
purposely not bringing it
I
back
wanted
up.
to stop at 98.
Has anyone ever made it through 99?
I think we could try it sometime.
I think you should do podcasts
Record
out
it.
of it.
Yeah, I seriously think we should record it.
After a while, it does sound like a chant, like we're chanting, like we're praying to beer.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
I'm not gonna start this right now.
Take one down.
Shut the fuck up.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third. Score has not changed. Blackhawks
still
have
on the
25 shots on goal to Anaheim's 27 shots on goal. You heard it here, folks.
Blackhawks lose.
Like, I'm sure they already know the outcome.
Yeah.
The Blackhawks did score within 17 two goals within 17 seconds to win the Stanley Cup.
That was the most insane thing.
That's pretty crazy.
And
Ain't
did you
gonna happen.
and did you guys see the Patrick or the Shaw headbutt goal?
Yeah, didn't it not count?
No, it doesn't count. Supposedly
the
doesn't
highlight,
count.
I
Like
didn't see
they made it seems like they made the rule up on the spot, but like it was the second overtime and the puck went in the air like right above the net and Shaw like headbutted it into the goal. It was like the first time it's ever happened.
That's so tight.
They're like, I'm pretty sure that's not okay.
Yeah, like, what?
What do we do?
Isn't, like, hitting it with your skate into the goal okay?
No,
No.
Oh.
you
Then-
can't.
yeah.
Then maybe that's...
The rule is
Probably can't slap it with your hand either.
Yeah.
the rule is you can't move a part of your body to like purposefully make a goal with like the only thing you can use is your stick
Okay.
to purposely score a goal. So you
Which
can't
makes
like
sense.
you can't like use your head to like butt it in.
So he
or
wouldn't have been
can't-
penalized for, like, say, the puck was in the air and he just hit it to, like, his stick and then shot it in.
No.
But he's penalized because it was a goal.
It was a
direct goal.
forward motion, like he meant to do
Yeah.
it. Like if he was just standing there and then like it bounced off of his head into the goal, it would have counted.
Okay, but because he aided the puck.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Which
But it
makes
was
sense.
awesome.
Makes
I
sense.
bet it still was, yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point where they tied and that was for a win, yeah, they were overtime. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been the most insane win.
Can I rant about something?
About what?
I fucking hate Comcast. I
yeah.
hate them
Everyone does.
so fucking much.
Join the rest of the
Get in
planet.
line.
They recently like I always pay my bill over the phone. That's my preferred way of paying it because it's easy for me to just make a call at work and like press the numbers in sequence, and then it just pays my bill like that. But they changed it recently to where you cannot use the keypad anymore at all. It's all voice activated. What would, like, do you want to pay this bill or this bill? And it starts listing off the options. I wish I could just press a fucking number. Instead, it wants me to say words into my phone like some sort of man-child talking to a toy phone.
Nightcore's like that, too. I fucking hate it.
It's the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is I tried to pay the bill on a Sunday. The building was closed, so I couldn't pay my bill over the phone.
What?
You can't pay your bill over the phone if the building's empty. Every time I went to the pay bill menu where I was like, pay bills, they're like, currently no one is in the office. Try again during work hours. And I was like, what, are they trying to transfer me to a person to pay my bill? No, the next morning I try again during work hours, and it's on all an automated process. But apparently that automated process shuts down when there's not anyone in the building. I have no idea how this shit's supposed to work or why they even changed it in the first place.
Yeah.
Voice recognition has so many more flaws than just pressing a fucking button.
Yeah. So you set up automatic payments now?
I'll probably have to. It's just that it's a huge hassle for me because I don't have the online credentials kind of thing.
Yeah.
And my parents were the ones that originally started paying the bill, so it's all under their name and everything like this.
So that's a huge fucking hassle. I know what you're saying.
You guys have had bad experiences with Comcast? I think everyone has.
Yeah. I had to pay a $540 bill.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
For what?
Because my brother kept putting off the payment, so like right before.
So that's not their fault, though.
Yeah, but it is. Who lets a fucking thing go to $540?
So you're really
your
mad
brother?
At your fucking brother. yeah, exactly.
Who lets a bill go to $500? Yeah. Your brother does.
My worst experience, which ended up not being too bad in the end, was when I moved from Chicago. I canceled my service, and they're like, we'll mail you a box. How many times I say like I moved. I'm at a new address. I gave them the address. I'm like, we'll send you a box. Well, like my old upstairs fucking neighbor, like sends me a picture of the box at the apartment in Chicago. And I'm like, so I call Comcast and I'm like, yo, you sent that box to return my equipment to my previous address. And they're like, oh, confirm your new address with us again. And I was like, okay, gave them the address.
Bitches.
Guess we got another picture of a fucking Comcast box.
They sent it to the old one again?
And then I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I think I just forgot about it. Like, I was just, whatever. I never called or whatever. Got a call from a fucking bill collector who's like, you owe Comcast this much money for not returning your gear. And I'm like, listen, actually, that is not the case. Like, they keep fucking dicking me around, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, we'll figure it out. So they call me like, all right, they're going to need you to, like, go return your gear in person to a store. They end up calling me and they're like, listen, we apologize for the inconvenience. We credit your account the difference or whatever. So I had like a $78 like fee because my service was still connected because I didn't return the gear. So I was still paying for the equipment, I think. And they're like, we just credited to your account. Thank you for your time with us. I was like, all right. So it didn't end so bad, but it was like fucking crazy how like unorganized they were. Like when I canceled because of a move, how do you not?
Yeah, how do you not remove the old address? I had a similar thing where we got a new cable package, and they were like, we'll send you a new box.
I'm sorry, Jordan.
Blackhawks lost.
Sorry, Jordan.
Bitches.
Was it 1 to 2?
2 to 1. You always go the higher number first.
Okay. Anyway, I had we ordered a new Comcast package, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll ship you a new box.
Fuck it.
So they send the box, and the box is just one of those, like, additional boxes you put somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the
it's
receivers.
Not, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not actually one that, like, can handle the cable. And so we're like, you sent the wrong box. They're like, are you sure? Does it have... And I'm like, yeah, it has no plugs on the back to get into the TV. They're like, are you sure? Like, I spent like a day trying to convince them they sent me the wrong box before they finally said, well, you can just bring it into us then. And I was like, are you going to send me a working one, though? Like, I'm already, like, the month has begun of my new cable package, and you haven't done anything for me yet. It's just...
Yeah, they're kind of the fucking worst, man. Best TV service I ever had, DirecTV. Never had a fucking problem. Like, not once.
Mm-hmm. Best TV service I ever had, the Black Box.
Netflix.
The Black Box.
Black Box was awesome.
I miss the black box.
It was reliable.
What was that? What was that little box that it was like this little blue box or whatever? Roku. Roku was awesome.
It's not a TV service.
Goku?
Yeah, Goku. You know, he comes by.
I do. Actually, I have the box. I have the Roku 2, and then I have the Roku streaming stick. Streaming stick is so much fucking better. Like, it's ridiculous. The quality's better. Its speeds are better. Not given, like, they're on the Roku 3. But still, you would think, like, the stick would just be
Fuck it.
stupid.
I watched Game of Thrones season 2, episode 1 last night, and I still didn't know what was going on.
That's why I originally stopped, actually. We were in Carbondale at the time, Dave, and I watched season 2, episode 1 in the fucking living room, and I had no fucking idea what was happening, and I just never went back to it after that. I was just like, it's not that important to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you really have to, like, sit there and, like, super pay attention to season 1?
No. You have to keep watching season 2.
That's stupid.
It starts off
dumb.
really just like
Vaguely?
Yeah. It starts off with like a lot of different things happening, and then you come to find out who those characters are and the roles they're playing.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. I'm with Dave. Stupid.
I mean, I agree. I just told you I stopped watching the show because of it.
I'm
Now, since I've watched every single episode and read the books, but
Stupid.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna do what I pretty much did with like almost every show that I watch, is just wait till it's like completely done so that way I can watch it all.
Is that why I've been waiting on The Simpsons?
Yeah.
You're like, God, will they just stop? I really want to watch this show. Everybody's
Well,
telling
after
me
the
about.
guy, what's his dick, is leaving there, they might have to stop.
No, they're not.
Oh,
Just hiring another actor.
I feel like they should.
I forget his name.
I feel like when one of your people that play like 40% of the cast leaves,
Henry Shear.
Yeah.
it's time to
Sure.
call it in. Especially when you're on like what, season 20 something?
They're on season 26.
Yeah. That's insane. That's too much.
I agree.
One more thing about Comcast.
God.
It's not just the cable that sucks.
Bitches.
Like the TV, it's the internet too.
Oh,
I
I've never
constantly
had a
have
problem with
internet
that.
problems where the connection is totally shaky and will take sudden dips and dives in its rate.
Yeah, because
Guess
they
I have
they,
that.
they
And-
control the
Mhm.
internet speed.
Yeah.
They do.
And I can't count how many times I've just been doing what I've been doing all day long, but then for some reason at around like this certain hour of the day, all of a sudden everything just goes like, oh, can't find web page anymore. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I was literally just doing everything just fine. What happened? Comcast
Yeah.
needs to get its shit
Oh,
together.
dude, their new fucking TV thing, the X1. Like, listen, it's great. Its user interface is awesome. Like, I really kind of love it. But fuck, does that thing constantly crap out? Like, we're point like one of the TVs in your house will stop working. The other one will be fine. But then like they tell you to reset reset the main box to help the other box, and then you reset, and then they both don't fucking work. And it's just like it's the biggest fucking bullshit in the world, man.
Here's an idea. Let's all just start going outside and enjoying the real world.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dave.
That sounds really awful.
You like drinking beer.
4K is better than the real world.
I have been checking up on couple
You like
companies
drinking
doing
beer,
new,
watching TV.
Sometimes.
They have new compression algorithms.
Yeah.
Alright.
That is like I think is really going to change the
Oh, man,
face of
that's
the
pretty
internet,
fun.
like and how
It
Netflix,
is.
for instance, distributes. I think it's going to make so you don't have to have fucking 50 megabytes a second for like a high, a really
Or
great connection.
Comcast could just lay new fucking infrastructure rather than throttling everyone all the
But
time.
man, that's so much money, and they're just barely breaking even.
They're making
The
money.
look on your face was so fucking priceless.
It was like I was listening to a Comcast lobbyist trying to come up with more reasons why they should get tax breaks and be allowed to monopolize markets.
Sorry,
No, it's
Comcast.
not your fault.
I am.
Isn't that a
I
Time
am able
Warner
to be
company?
No.
No.
No, NBC's with Comcast, and then
No, Comcast owns NBC.
fuck A.
It's like NBC Universal is like their combined fucking thing.
Comcast is Skynet.
It's going to be.
Whoa.
They tried to get Time Warner and like control half of America's cable.
I think we should make a movie. It's kind of like Terminator, but it's gonna be like Disney versus Comcast, where like Comcast is Skynet, but like Disney, like
Is
all
Skynet too?
no, is like Sarah Connor. It's like
Or
if
someone
like
who already owned the copyrights to Skynet, so Skynet
Yes.
can't.
yeah, so they have to sue.
I think you should think this one through before.
I'm
we
gonna
bring
think.
it back
I'm
up
gonna
again.
think about it a little bit more.
Didn't we have
Yeah.
an idea for a guy that all he does is copyright things,
Yeah.
and so people like try to take him to court, and they're like, "My defendant is guilty." It's like, I copyrighted the word guilty. You owe me money for it. And they're like, "Well, the law states, I copyrighted law. I now control all the rights to law. You cannot institute law unless I say so. And he just starts like controlling everything. And they're like, we have to kill him. You can't. Why not? He copyrighted murder. If you kill him, you'll owe a huge fine. A huge fine. Hey guys, what would you do if you won the lottery?
Win a lot of money.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying, asshat.
I would disappear for like half a year.
Oh my
course
god,
you would.
that's kind of scary.
I would.
Like, and do what?
I would go like
that's
off
the interesting part about
off the grid. I would
You would not spend any money.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
So
Okay.
why don't you just
Okay.
do
How
it?
much? How much are we talking about here?
A lottery.
A lottery can be anything from
conservative.
5 million to
Let's be conservative.
500 million.
64 million.
64 million.
Okay, if you got 64 million, I would take 3 million out, and then I would put the next. I put the rest of the 62 million in the bank, and I'd be gone. I'd be gone for like a year
Why?
because I'd go explore the world.
Oh, so you wouldn't go off the grid now?
I mean, I wouldn't be like.
You're buying plane tickets.
You
You're not
would-
off the
yeah.
grid.
With
You wouldn't
cash.
necessarily be on the grid.
You're buying plane tickets with cash.
Yeah.
So they don't.
How
they
much
have no
cash
idea
are
where
you
Jordan
carrying
is.
with you?
As much as I need.
$3 million in cash.
That's so much money.
In your shoe.
You have no idea how much money that would be. You wouldn't
2
have.
briefcases.
Wouldn't you not? No, you're not going to be able to make it that far.
Yeah. Actually, no. You can't travel with over I think $30,000 on you in cash. It's
I will
illegal.
hold the rest for you until you get back.
Yeah. Okay. No, honestly, if I won, I'd give each one of you $1 million.
Oh, I'm going to hold
that's-
them to that.
That's so nice.
I would. I give each one of you $1 million
Can I-
with a
I can
stipulation.
afford to.
Oh, great.
With a
Can I have
stipulation
3?
that at least $100,000 a piece has to go to a kick-ass office, a kick-ass office and equipment.
Oh,
A
you don't like our
stipulation
office?
that $100,000 a piece from each of you has to go to an office and all the equipment that we would ever need.
Why don't you just put 300,000 towards an office and equipment, and then give us all $900,000?
Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah.
At least
But he's gonna be gone.
Well, yeah.
He's putting us in charge of doing all this.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, like-
couldn't you just give us like? Why do we have to like? You're giving us $1 million and immediately it's like.
Okay, and all of a sudden you're getting greedy. You give us $1 million and we have to do this.
Well, it's not even $1 million at that point. It's $900,000.
Yeah, that's not even a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
money.
Yeah.
Also, what
fucking
if
pocket
I'm only
change.
able to spend $99,000 on new office and kick-ass equipment, and then I'm like, well, shit, I lose all my $1 million because I didn't spend this extra.
This isn't
$1,000.
Brewster's Billions.
Can I get a gold stapler?
If you want to, yeah, go ahead.
That's gonna be expensive.
It's just when I come back off of from my year-long journey, and I have like a
We're all
like
dead.
Do you want a desk?
I want a desk. I want a desk made out of.
He's still gonna have a
solid
table in the
mahogany.
corner. It's just gonna be a table and a rolly chair, and we'll all be sitting at
We'll
gold-plated
give him what
desks.
he wanted: a desk with like half of it being the refrigerator.
Finally.
We'll give him the desk, but it'll cost him $100,000.
Ooh, yeah. We didn't have.
I'm out of
We
this
already spent
venture.
300.
I'm gonna get my own office.
I like your plans. I think I would easily travel too. Like it'd be the first thing.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
I've never done it, so I'd do it.
So let's say 3 million right there gone, plus 3 million I keep for myself, and then that's 6 million. So I still have 59 million in the bank, and I can travel around the world for years on $3 million.
Could you?
Yeah, think about it. The exchange,
Yeah, I know. It's like
the exchange rate in some countries, 3 million is like close to a trillion.
Jordan, we all believe you that you could travel the world for years on $3 million.
Yeah.
Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah. Why?
Fuck it.
Like,
Why are you going to countries with such high inflation?
Like those aren't fun.
no, they can be. Especially if you're that rich.
Wow.
He gets all the money. He turns into like a deviant.
Yeah. Comes a dictator. He's like he stays in some like small African nation and
I'll
comes
buy Guam.
That's what I would buy. I want to buy an island.
Yeah.
What would,
Yeah, that right.
what would you do?
I don't know. I asked you
Idiot.
guys.
Oh, you didn't think about it at all.
No, I've never thought about winning the lottery. It's like thinking about what I would do if I got shot by lightning while riding a shark. Like, it's never going
Whoa.
to happen.
That would be
That
awesome.
would be
It
tough.
would be so cool, but it'll never
But
happen.
winning the lottery would probably be cooler.
Yeah. No, I've thought about it. I'd probably... Oh, man. I'm going to sound like a weirdo, but I'd give a lot of it away.
To us?
No.
Damn it,
I
that's
hate you.
bullshit.
Well, I mean, I'd give some away to
hate
you guys.
you.
This
of
is really what
course.
the question becomes: is like, who's gonna give each other the most money?
I'd give
I
you
wouldn't
all.
give
I'd
any
give
of you
all
any
you
of it.
guys $1,100,000 with the stipulation that you have to spend $1
$200,000
million on me.
Yeah.
You have to buy me $1 million worth of gift, and then
$1
you can,
million worth of gift.
yeah, $1 million worth
So
of
we
gifts.
keep 100,000.
Yeah,
You know
so
what
that
I'd
you
do?
keep on-
I'd rather you
I'd
can
go
just
to
keep all
Noodles
of
and Company and get a $1 million gift certificate.
That is such a good idea.
And I'd be like,
I would go there if you treated me all the time.
You have $1 million worth of Noodles and
we
Co.
would never be able to.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I'd buy Noodles and Company, and I would just and I'd put Kyle's face on all of the promotional material.
all the cups.
Yep. And then Kyle takes me to court
I'd
and
say
gets all
you.
the money.
I'd say you'd like lose money in this, but who cares? You're that rich.
Exactly. No, but I'd give it away to a lot of people, and then I'd probably buy a house somewhere and settle down for the rest of my life doing nothing. No, I'd probably write. I could get away with it at that point.
Yeah, you could
Actually, I'd probably say I'm gonna write and then just watch YouTube all day.
probably.
You could buy YouTube.
No,
you couldn't.
no, I couldn't. I could heavily invest into YouTube, but I couldn't buy it.
I don't know if YouTube's a safe investment anymore.
Why not?
I just don't think so. I think 10 years ago, yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It is the place that people upload video content.
Yeah, but actually I heard Netflix was a good investment to make recently.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. They're doing fucking everything.
I'm
right,
just waiting
man.
for Netflix to finally do what it should have always done from the very beginning. Netflix XX.
net dicks.
Dicks.
Why doesn't Netflix offer a separate additional
dicks.
$5 a month to have access to all
Because
their
you know
porn?
how many users they would lose, like families that are like,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
believe in
I'll
that.
tell you what, the 34% of internet traffic would spike. So I feel like it's divided between Netflix and porn right now.
Exactly. They would corner the market on video. Just videos in general.
They should start investing in infrastructure.
Or Netflix, well, we know that Netflix is already like making its own shows and movies and bullshit. Why don't they start allowing user submitted stuff, right? Or do they already do that? Can you like submit your movie to Netflix? and
No,
say,
you
"Put
have to
this
go
on"?
through a broker, basically.
See, I feel like Netflix could easily start setting up some sort of infrastructure or network to basically say, all right, you can bring your stuff to us and we'll just
Call it
like
Netflix Junior.
It's a bad idea, Jordan.
Or like Netflix, like mini Netflix or something. Something like that, or it
getting
would be
worse.
Netflix, but it would be like a subcategory of Netflix that has user submitted videos. It'd be like a subcategory. It'd be like YouTube, the YouTube of Netflix.
It really does.
What
Whoa.
the fuck?
I'm sorry, man. Like,
Is this Kyle?
if you can submit and expect no money in return, then they should totally allow it, right?
Yeah, doesn't
The
Amazon have
problem
something
is like you get a broker because you obtain some of the profits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like why they generally.
Yeah, but I feel like with YouTube, user-generated content where it's literally just the content on one end, the user on the other, and then the person hosting the video and hosting the ads in the middle. It's like
So now you want Netflix to include ads.
Well, no,
Which
I'm
goes
just
against what they
no,
are.
I'm
I don't
talking
like
about
your idea.
YouTube right now.
Oh,
The
okay.
YouTube setup.
That's why Hulu sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you pay money and you still have to sit through fucking commercials. That's what blew my mind when I was watching it at a friend's house and there was a commercial interrupting our show.
Dude.
I was like, "You should do paid Hulu," and he's like, "I do," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Don't look
is
at it like that,
this?
man. Look at it as like, oh, you do not have to pay for cable, and you pay $8 a month to watch most of the fucking. Like,
You have to
90%
pay.
of what
Okay,
you're
first of all,
watching.
you have to pay for cable internet.
Oh,
Second
well,
of all,
that's true, but that's not this. Fuck, that's another fucking $70. Like,
second
if
of
not
all,
more.
if you already have the internet, why the fuck do you even care about Hulu when you can just torrent everything?
Well, because there's just generally millions upon millions of users that don't know how to do that.
Me being one of them.
I don't know how
Which,
to
yeah,
do
there's
it.
2 in this room. What have you ever torrented?
All the movies that I had to watch for film
Hentai.
history.
Oh, really? Nice. Hentai.
Lots of hentai.
But yeah, a
Lots
lot
of
of people don't know
porn.
how to do that. Like, to be honest, I can't remember the last movie I torrented because I've been paying for everything lately. I don't know what fucking happened. I mean, it's $8 a month, man, for like some commercials, and you get to watch like all the TV you want. It's fucking big part of the whole cable cutting generation.
Yeah, I just feel like, if I'm already paying money, why are there ads? I mean, Netflix doesn't have ads.
You're right. I know. They also don't have brand new content. Well, they do for their own stuff,
Yeah.
obviously, but that's how they also generate.
Yeah.
more
Fucking
music,
House
so.
of Cards didn't have a single commercial break during it.
But it had a lot of fucking sponsorship. Don't fucking.
Yeah,
kid
it
yourself
did
there.
have a lot of product placement.
Yeah.
It did. Would you like a tall, cool frosty glass of Dr. Pepper? I love myself a Dr. Pepper.
Or I love there's a scene in season 3 when they're like on. I think they're on like
I don't know what they're
Samsung
talking
tablets
about
or
now.
something.
God.
He's like,
Oh yeah, he's
there's
like, here,
Samsung
let me
phone,
put this up.
yeah.
on the-
You're-
on the screen. He's just like
People that are
He does the
listening to this,
swipe,
close
he
your
does the
ears
swipe
because
to put it on.
these two jerks are spoiling the show for you. Yeah, to listen to them.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Oh.
He's also the Half-Blood Prince.
He's also gay in real life.
Snape is?
No.
Or Dumbledore?
Dumbledore.
Oh, we're talking about Snape.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking about Gandalf.
So are you saying Snape is a gay hater?
Yeah. Snape is a gay hater. No, he doesn't hate
Dude,
gays,
he
but
fucking-
he's a
no.
gay hater.
He loved Dumbledore, man.
He didn't.
That's why he killed him. He loved him so much.
Dumbledore made him kill him, dude. It's a whole thing. I don't want to talk
Shut
about
the
it right now. I'm gonna get
fuck
emotional. Okay?
up.
You're gonna get emotional. Or fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah, something I
Grow-
love.
Grow a fucking pair.
Yeah, pussy.
Harry Potter, something you love.
Do you guys want to go to Magic Waters?
No.
Yeah, more than the ocean.
Yeah, certainly more than the ocean.
Call back.
Call back.
I think I might drive down to Florida this summer.
Yeah, you also thought you might drive down to Florida this winter.
You're going to
You
Hawaii.
already know, yeah, like,
Yeah,
chill
and I
the
also
fuck out,
and I
bro.
also want to drive to Canada
okay.
just so I can say I did it.
Do you have a
Like,
passport?
all right, and turn around because if you don't get a passport,
I was be like, hey, can I just go over the line and come back? I just
They're
want
like,
to.
no, eh?
Yeah, they won't
I'd be
let
like,
you.
Have
yeah,
you seen
eh?
the Canadian-American border? They take that shit seriously. I watched a 5-minute video on the Canadian-American border. Most interesting thing I've ever seen. I
that
swear
is
to
a
God.
lie. No,
I
that is
s-
a lie.
I swear to God. It's 5 minutes, and you're gonna sit through it, and you're gonna be like, I had no fucking idea it was that interesting.
I can't.
There's a
I can't
spot.
believe that
There's a
I've been to
spot where
Canada.
America gets cut off, where Canada gets cut
Canada's
off into
tight.
America, and so people living in that spot have to travel international borders twice a day just to go to high school,
Oh wow,
or 4 times a day because they're crossing both
yeah.
ways.
that's really weird. That's a fucked up border. You think they could just like, let's adjust the border a little bit?
I
No,
love
it's
Canada.
so fucking weird. I highly
Red,
recommend
white, and
it.
never blue, eh?
No,
No, just red and white, eh? With a maple leaf.
I love Canada.
me too. I've never been there though.
I have. It's nice.
Yeah, you love it. I would assume it's nice. I've been there. It's a shitty place, but I love it, man.
I love it. I
It's a
hated it.
shithole. Fuck it. Love it.
Fucking love that shithole.
They on the border. They actually say, "What's your business in Canada?" That's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah.
Well, he's been to Canada. I would assume he has a passport.
You can.
You can just get like a card. Like for
You can't.
Canada,
I don't,
like,
yeah, you
card,
can't
right?
fly with the card though.
Oh, okay.
It's only for like land travel.
Yeah,
We could get
That's
away
what I
with
have
land travel.
now.
We're close enough.
I used to have like a real passport, but now I just have the card.
gotcha.
I look like a terrorist in the photo though.
You don't.
I have like really short hair and a giant beard, and like in passport photos they tell you not to smile.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I look like a fucking terrorist.
Why do they tell you not to
That's-
smile?
you should have
I don't
worn. You should have worn an American bandana. Then you look like a biker.
But this is really bothering me. Why did they tell you not to smile?
I don't know.
That seems really fucked up to me.
I don't know.
Well, it's
mean,
because
I-
probably when they're comparing the picture, you're not going to be smiling.
Yeah, you're not gonna be like,
It's like
it's me.
it's like, all right, why don't you come in this back room?
You're gonna be
we're
like this.
poke-
You're gonna be like,
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
you
that
are.
makes you look
That's
suspicious.
your normal face. So you are.
It just makes you look suspicious, though. I'd rather be like friendly with the Canadian who's looking.
That's
at my passport.
suspicious. Why are you so friendly, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you friendly, eh?
Get the fuck out of my country.
Yeah, we are friendly.
Get the fuck out of my country.
Eh?
So let's go to Magic Waters. Well, I'll try a Splash Blaster.
You ever been on the Splash Blaster?
I think I have, but I haven't been in a long
Fuck
time.
it.
Splash Blaster. I'm telling you guys.
I have a story about the Splash Blaster, actually.
You shit
I know
your
who
pants-
does the
You
plumbing.
You
Was that
shit
one
your
of the
pants on the
blaster?
Splash Blaster.
What?
You shit your pants on the Splash
No.
Blaster.
I was there at a discount at night because there was gonna be a storm, a fire drill, like type thing where everybody could evacuate the park.
A storm.
And like literally, it was the year that the Splash Blaster opened.
9/11 happened.
And I was like right about to get on, and the fucking sirens went off.
Never forget.
So then, like, you don't get to save your place in line.
420 was
So I
an
literally,
inside job.
I just didn't get to ride it that day. I was not about to stand in that line again.
Jet fuel can't melt the.
But you've
ice
ridden it
blaster.
before?
Yeah, that's fun, dude.
It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you gonna do,
I mean, it doesn't beat the lazy river.
dude? Nothing beats a lazy river there.
I do love the lazy river.
And the wave pool, forget it.
You ever jerked off in the lazy river?
No, I did in the wave pool, though.
You did.
You did
Yeah.
those things.
No, I
You
didn't.
did not.
No.
You
It's
shouldn't
like a
tell
really-
such
you-
great
you
stories
get
that
so
aren't true.
I
fucking
know.
arrested. Like, there's so much wrong with that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Like, if you're by yourself, all for it, dude. If you rent the park, you can jerk off wherever the fuck you feel like it.
I rented out all of
Chlorine
Magic
will kill almost
Waters.
So I
everything.
could jerk off on
You
everything.
know, the lifeguards are just sitting there, like, watching you. Oh.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna faint.
God.
Give me a half hour. I'll be in the lazy river.
Uh-oh, I can't breathe. One of you guys better give me CPR.
Hey, I'll have some Dippin' Dots.
Dude, that was the first place I ever had Dippin' Dots, and it was life changing.
What?
Did you have Dippin' Dots?
You didn't
elsewhere?
have the
Dippin'
mall.
Dots. Sorry, I was...
Oh, I didn't go to the
McChesney
mall when I
Mall?
was a kid.
I don't know if McChesney Mall had them. I know that Cherryville did. I don't think they do. I don't know if they still do, but
Yeah, Cherryville had Dippin' Dots.
I know they did. Do they still?
I don't know.
think so.
That
Who
was
knows?
what I said.
No one goes to the
Bitch
mall anymore to
ass.
get Dippin' Dots. They go to Kobe's.
So true.
That's like the only reason to go to Cherryville.
It's like I
I
will
hate
make
that
up a
you
reason
said
to go to Cherryville
Kobe's.
just so I can eat Kobe.
When I was a kid, it was Spencer's
Kobe's.
Gifts, but now it's Kobe's.
Kobe's.
Yeah, it is weird that you call it Kobe's.
It's Kobe.
Why?
Why
Because
can't
it's
it
not
just be
Kobe's.
Why?
Everybody else says
Because
that.
Kobe Bryant, Kobe's. That sounds more Japanese than
Jesus Christ.
Kobe's.
Hey, Kobe!
Hey, Kobe's. Hey, I'm gonna eat some Kobe's today.
That's what everyone says except for you.
No, it's Kobe's.
Like you didn't like you have no proof that that's what it is.
I want you to walk
you're
up to one
yelling.
of those servers there, or like the cooks, and be like, "Is it Kobe's or Kobe's?" And they're gonna be like,
It's
Kobe.
Kobe's.
Yeah, Kobe's.
"Kobe."
And Kobe's. And I'm like, what? Kobe's. I'm like, okay.
Kobe's.
No, it's Kobe.
So I just say it really fast then. That's how you pronounce it. Kobe. Thank you.
God, it's like I felt like when I was like
Can we edit
that
that?
episode of Seinfeld with the soup Nazi, where it's just like you have to know what's going on and you have to get in the right line and you have to move quickly and the second Elaine was like, I'm gonna think about this, it's like that's it, get out. Like
I met him.
I was so scared. I was like, oh god, I don't know what I want.
You
I
met
don't even
the
know.
soup
What's
I met the soup Nazi.
How?
I was at a comic book convention
Oh, fucking figures.
in L.A.
This is how they make their money after their 15
That's so
minutes.
crazy.
And I was walking around and I was looking at the tables and I saw a picture of the soup Nazi. I'm like, hey, check out the soup Nazi. And then I looked up and he's sitting right there. I'm like, oh my god, it's the soup Nazi. And I'm like, hey man, I loved you in Seinfeld.
We barely missed Wes Craven at one of the comic book conventions.
Yeah,
that would have been
that's
fun talking to him. And
Why didn't we go talk to fucking John Carpenter?
why
I
didn't
found
we?
out, Sam Nerham, he went up there and fucking talked to him because there's no one else there. They
Yeah.
didn't pay anything. They just went and talked to him for a minute.
Yeah, that would have been
Yes.
badass.
That would have been tight, dude.
I would have been like, they live, defined my childhood.
Did it?
Yes.
You started seeing it.
I looked at money, and instead of seeing money, I saw "This Is Your God" on every dollar bill. It was a movie starring Rowdy Roddy Piper. How could
I
that
know
not
what the
be
movie
my
is.
childhood-defining movie?
I don't know.
You've never seen They
No,
Live?
I said I know.
I mean,
know
it
what
shouldn't.
is.
I mean, how? I don't know. It came out in the '80s. How does it define your childhood?
Because I watched it as a
Are
kid.
there any things I could relate to more as a kid were my childhood movies?
Like Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Eat
I s-
Land Before Time.
some-
You know.
Fuck it.
He's trying to.
We should get a
he's
Velcro
desperate
suit.
for
Try to
things.
stick to this wall.
Fuck off,
Oh my
man.
God, that was so
Desperate.
work, dude.
You're trying so hard
Where
to keep
was
it
that
alive.
at? Where you could like dress and jump? Oh, is that like on the waterfront? They would do the stuff
Oh,
where you
yeah,
could put on
yeah.
the suit and just like jump and hang on.
I miss On the Waterfront.
Me
too.
too.
Man.
They should
Except
bring
for
that shit
I've
back.
only I didn't go for like 10 years,
Yeah.
but I miss it.
Yeah.
Because they announced it like a few weeks after, I'd just been.
I went.
It's like
I
oh my
went
God.
once after they like didn't they like cut it in half.
Yeah,
I
for a
went
couple
once
years.
and I thought it sucked and then I stopped going.
It was a little lamer, dude. It's a real fucking shame.
Yeah.
It definitely takes away from the cultural experience of Rockford.
And then they also get rid of Wingding too. It's like, what the fuck do we have anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you-
What-
fucking
yeah,
shame.
man.
we have
on
no
the river
cultural.
Wingding.
Actually, Wingding is back. It was back this year. Right? Did it already happen?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I want to say Wingding was back though. I
Up
heard
until I was like 16 or 17, I thought Wing Ding was a restaurant. Honest to God, I didn't.
And I realized it's just a place for trashy women.
That
to
is
show
a
their
great
boobs.
name for a restaurant, though.
Wingding.
Come on down to Wingding's Bar and Grill because babies taste best.
I honestly thought everyone was like, "Wing Ding's coming back to Rockford," and I was like, "Cool. What do they serve?" Like,
They serve wings and dings.
all right, sounds like a place I want to go. Ding ding.
I love Wingstop for like a chain of wing places. It's like so fucking good.
Nah,
No, man, there's this place in San Diego.
there is.
called Wings Are Us.
No, man.
Vegan wings.
There's a place in
Yeah.
San Diego. It's called Buffalo Wild Wings.
They actually use real chickens.
Yeah, duh.
The whole chicken.
Yeah.
They dunk the whole chicken in barbecue and then roast
I used
it.
to ride my longboard
Feathers and
there.
Duh, bro. Yeah.
They had like great deals.
I'd get some wings by the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best wings.
You gotta take the 405 to the 102.
The 405 doesn't go through San Diego, bro.
Gotta fucking. I've driven a
He
lot.
would know.
I've driven
What's
so
the best
much.
driver in the world?
I like to eat wings while I'm on my surfboard, catching some mad waves.
That's so not smart, dude. You're gonna eat salt water all over your wings.
It's all right, bro.
What number am I thinking of?
69.
That's totally right.
That's totally right.
I was gonna say.
You want to do it
420.
again? Yeah, I was going to do it.
I took your number.
We're too good at that game.
Oh, nice shot, asshole.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on.
Dickweed.
I got one done.
Dick ass.
So does anyone have anything that happened to him recently that's interesting?
Tomorrow's my last day at my current job. It's
Woo!
pretty cool. That's the end of that
You gonna
story.
do anything fun to burn a
No.
bridge?
No.
The burn bridge. Like the opening of your movie idea.
You take a
No.
dump in the toilet and not flush it.
No.
Oh, that's good. Actually, that's.
I've already done that, so that's not.
I've already done that. I do
People
that.
people do that all
You're
the
that
time.
guy?
At that, no, I'm not that guy. Everybody's that guy apparently.
I'm trying to think of something to talk about, but like nothing interesting.
What? Yeah, what's been going on?
You
I've been. We got
you've
the
been
office
busy.
up and going. I've been making some podcasts. It's
I've been
like-
doing nothing but sleeping since we got back from
Yeah.
the camping trip. Like seriously, like I've probably slept more than I've been awake. I told Kyle the other day.
You've been drinking a lot of beer?
No,
Okay.
I had one beer and like one sip of a beer last night,
Okay.
and that was the first beer since the camping trip.
Wow.
I guess something else that happened on the camping trip was we tried my s'mores idea that ended up just fucking failing utterly.
Yeah, don't trust Pinterest.
Yeah, Pinterest is full of lies and shit. They told me I could take an ice cream cone, fill it with some marshmallows and some chocolate, cover it in aluminum foil, and boom, there you go, portable s'mores. You just roast it over the
So
fire.
what? Why didn't it work?
Because the cone kept burning. It would burn before anything inside the cone melted.
Maybe we got the wrong type of cone. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the waffle cone. Was it supposed to be like a regular, just basic ass cone?
I don't know. I'm trying to imagine a scenario where it's like, the marshmallows would melt with the chocolate in something that
You know what it
wouldn't
could have
get burned.
also been?
You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That should have been our rule.
Yeah, fucking
No.
regular s'mores.
It could have been that cheap ass aluminum foil that we bought because we bought the cheapest kind there was.
I think the aluminum foil was
Yeah,
just there
like-
to stop the direct fire on the thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like aluminum foil is like aluminum foil.
Yeah, but
You know what I
I don't. It doesn't really happen where aluminum foil like melts very often, especially if it's not even in there for that long.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, it did melt to you guys' cone, didn't it?
I think that was it sticking to the cone as the cone was melting and burning and singeing onto
Oh,
the
that
cone.
could be too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like whenever I
Well,
order
science,
a meatball sub, I always say wrap it in wax paper.
Why?
Because if it gets wrapped in fucking aluminum foil and
Get
I
outta
peel
here,
open the aluminum foil,
fucker.
it takes all the cheese off the top
is
of the
my
meatball
space.
sandwich with it.
Damn.
Just say wrap it in wax
Just
paper
kidding.
before you
Wrap it in wax, bitch.
wrap it into wax chip.
What?
What was that?
I said wrap it into wrap
Okay, moving on.
wrap it into. Yeah.
No, Dave. So Mario Serio.
Send him the link. It's on the Two Beards fucking YouTube, and I sent him the link just to approve it. And then I was like, all right, once it's approved, I'll send you a download link so you can put it on your own YouTube. And they're like, yeah, cool. So they're just posting the link that I sent. So now I have to keep it on the Two Beards.
So wait, you sent them a download link?
I did. Oh, fuck. You did send them the link, and they're still just
Yeah.
using the link that...
Yeah. I think what happened is because I don't know if you saw in the email, some random dude was trying to access. You probably did. Apparently, you didn't see the email.
I was listening to the story, though.
The look on your face. But it's like the guy that runs the label or whatever. He was trying to get access to the download link, and I was at work, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure out how to do it on my phone, so I think he tried to get it. And he was like, "Get it," and then just posted the fucking like the.
Was that fucking... Like, they couldn't just wait?
I don't
Like, is
know.
that fucking important? Like, it would make more
I
sense
don't
to post it on your own fucking YouTube channel, like, idiot.
You should take it down and be like, hey, I
Yeah,
gave you the download.
fuck them, dude. That's so stupid.
Or private it. That would be the best.
That'd be cool.
Hey, guys, YouTube's been around for 10 years. Can't believe people haven't figured this shit out yet.
Recently, I had someone who was saying that they've never, and this was a customer, that they've never used a computer in their life. They've only ever used their phone to do things. They didn't even know they could get on the internet on their computer. They thought it was
I don't
only
believe
available
that.
on their phone.
don't
I
believe
am
that.
not joking. When we said we always recommend
How old is
accessing the
this
website, 40s or 50s, when I said we always recommend accessing the website from a computer rather than from a phone, she's like, well, you can only get Like, she's like, but it's on the internet. I can only get to the internet on my phone. I'm like, you should be able to get to it from your computer, too. You just have to have an internet connection.
But maybe they don't have internet to their on their computer.
But
maybe,
she was
that's what
like,
she meant. I mean, like
she was mystified by this concept. It reminded me of when we worked at Office Max, and I had that guy that called me about the wireless router, and he said, wireless router's not working. I'm like, all right, well, walk me through the steps. What happened? He goes, well, I plugged the wireless router into the wall, and he's like, and then I plugged it into my computer, and my computer doesn't have the internet. He thought the internet was floating through the air, and the wireless router was catching it and putting it onto his computer.
That's so awesome. I wish that was the case. You know what? I don't blame him.
He thought it was like TV or radio.
But also, this
God
guy's a
bless
fucking
him.
idiot for calling Office Max and having them explain. Like, call the manufacturer of the fucking.
It's like getting a flat tire on your way to the bank and then calling them to give you a tow.
It's like going to a restaurant and asking them, "Hey, I can't get online. What do I do?" And they're
feel like
like,
a lot of people do that.
"Would you like something to eat? You're at a restaurant right now." Shut up, guys. I hate you so much. I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice.
Well, you can go now.
Will you at least be around for episode 0?
It would be nice to explain why you're not here.
Yeah.
No, just explain. There's going to be a guy coming up, and then he'll be gone.
There's a guy in the first 10 episodes. He died.
You notice that he's really not that interesting, so we just got rid of him.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
Touche.
Is touche French?
You're actually not the first person I'd
That's
lose.
touchy.
That's Kobe.
Yeah. Kobe.
Kobe.
Kobe. I kind of do believe you on that.
Yeah.
By the way,
I don't.
like I could see it being Kobe, but
I just
next time
really
next
wish
time
my
we go.
plane crashes. It'll make such a
Damn,
great
man.
story for the podcast when I come back.
When you come back.
Yeah, of course I'm
He
going
has
to.
to-
If Harrison Ford's piloting it.
Yeah.
They show up and he's like, I had to eat everyone. They're like, it's been 3 days.
Well, it's either me or the sharks.
Yeah. I was really hungry. The in-flight meal was a turkey sandwich and it was terrible.
They don't have in-flight meals anymore.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I took Virgin Mobile. You could order the in-flight meal on the headrest of the person in front of you. You could even order anything.
Yeah, you have to order it now. Back in the day, that was like offered, like for free. You'd be like, "Do you want the Salisbury steak or do you want the mac and cheese?" And it was like,
Mac and cheese, duh.
yeah, like it was just given to you.
Like, can I get Salisbury steak with a side of mac and cheese? Because I feel like that's a fair.
You also used to be able to smoke on a plane.
Yeah,
You want to know why they stopped doing that?
that is going to
'Cause they're
suck.
dumb.
I'm going to
Because
be
they stopped
on an
smoking
airplane.
everywhere.
Part of it's because of the cost. Because when there were smokers on the plane, they had to actually get a fresh amount of air in and expunge the polluted air. But now, because there's no smoking allowed, they just recycle the air.
It's just fart air.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just straight up
Just straight
fart
farts.
air.
hmm
Yeah,
Before they actually had to use
I feel like that's
they
more
had to
dangerous.
take in new air
It's
and
cigarette
get rid of
smoke.
old air. But now they just
I'm
recycle it.
pretty sure they still recycle air.
No, I'm saying that's what they do now.
No, I mean like bring air in and they.
Yeah, but not in the quantity they used to have to when there were smokers.
Yeah, who knows, man?
Why don't they just like put that in every building?
Why don't
and
they just
wouldn't
open
ever
the
have
windows,
smoke
man?
inside?
What?
If you could just like recycle air, like intake, outtake.
Well, it depends on the ventilation, Kyle.
I don't know.
It's like saying, why isn't there a toilet in every house in the building so I can shit everywhere? It's because you're gonna have to install pipes everywhere.
Insert bad joke.
Nice
That
one,
was so
Jordan.
depressing. That was so depressing.
Yeah. Why are you okay, man?
Insert another bad
Oh
joke.
no.
He was so gung ho earlier, and it's like Blackhawks just brought him down.
I don't think it was the Blackhawks.
I don't think it.
I'm pretty sure it was the barrage of insults.
I'm pretty sure Dave's onto something.
Warmer. Hey, at least we're all fat.
Jordan's not fat.
No, I mean he can
Oh,
call us.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I'm about fucking one
You
joke
know,
away.
when you get fat, we're gonna make fun of you for being fat.
I am one joke away from a Twinkie binge.
Oh, did you mean you're getting there as like fat?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh, I thought you're getting there as like you're about to insult us.
No, 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 no.
I'm getting there, you fat fuck.
I'm waiting for the day that Jordan snaps and just freaks the fuck out on the podcast. I think
Fuck
it'll-
it. Walks out the door.
I can't.
Why not?
Because it won't work. No one's going to laugh.
We'll laugh.
I will be gut laughing.
No, you won't.
I won't. Actually, I will not be laughing. I'll be sad. And
Aw.
I'll probably
Well, it'll be your fault, so you should
I'm
be
never
sad.
going to flip out. I can take it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off, Kyle.
I have a list of things I'm meaning to talk to you about.
All right, bring it up.
I'm just kidding. I
I got a list myself.
know.
I got a list myself. I hate myself for this. I hate myself for that.
I suck. What happened to me?
You got circumcised.
That was the problem.
It was downhill ever since that.
Do we have a game this week?